Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about how I achieved this full glam look using an eyeshadow palette as my blush, as my strobe, as my contour, as my everything, as well as a couple of knockoffs. So let's get started. I'm going to go in with my black up, which is the first knockoff that I'm using. It is a $5 version of this, but it actually worked really well. Then I'm going to color correct with my LA Pro Girl corrector and then go in with my very much knockoff brushes. I got these for about $12 for a set of 10, but they are so soft and they work really well. Then I'm going to use my foundation. This is the Revlon Color Stay in 411 Cappuccino, I believe, and I'm just dotting that all over my face and then patting it in with my flat top kabuki brush. Again, from that $12 set, and it actually really does work well, so I have no complaints about that. I'm just adding in a few drops for extra coverage and then going in with my LA Pro Girl concealer in Fawn and Dark Cocoa. I'm going to use this to highlight and to contour my face. I am dotting it all over, but that is not enough, so I do blend this out and then go back in with a bit more concealer because I do need a bit more punch to my highlight. So I'm also highlighting under my contour area, like right above my jawline, because I do want my face to look like full glam and all cut and contoured as opposed to just a soft version of the contour. Then I am going in with the Dark Cocoa, I believe is a color. If it's not, I'll correct myself on the screen, but I am just dotting that around the contour areas of my face and then blending it into the brush again. And as you can see, I'm kind of angling that flat brush because I don't really want it to spread the product around too much, but I just want to use a corner to sort of blend it in. Now I'm going in with my second knockoff of this video, and this is the Ben Nye powder. This is supposed to be banana powder, but you will see that it is actually really white, which is kind of amusing, but it did only cost, I believe, $5 as well, so I guess I can't really complain. It's a very white powder, but it did the job for this time, so I will have a review of it very soon, but I am just caking it on so that I can bake with it. And while that sets, I'm going in with my original Morphe palette, and I'm using one of the brown colors as my contour color because I have actually started really being into powder contouring and I didn't feel like the Dark Cocoa was strong enough. So I'm just going to alternate between the small brush for laying down the product and then the bigger one for blending it out so that it can give me a more defined contour. Then I'm going to take a bit more of that Ben Nye powder and cake underneath the contour because I do want to do it before so the colors don't mix. Now I'm taking my absolutely no-name eyeshadow brand because I wanted to show you guys that you don't actually have to spend money, like so much money on eyeshadow, because there are locally available brands that are so affordable. So as you've seen, that one is already broken because it's so old, but it was the very first one that I bought. It was about 400 shillings, which is about $4. So I've used my LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Fawn just to prime my eyelids to really kind of help it out. Then I'm going to go in with the same brown that I used on my face to use as a base color for my eyeshadow. So that is the only part that I am cheating and using my Morphe palette because I don't actually have a brown matte shade in any eyeshadow other than my Morphe palette, but you can use any that you can find. And then I'm going to go in with the deepest purple that I pointed out in the video. They don't actually have any names, so I can't really be more specific than that. But I'm just going to take a darker color into my outer corner and sort of wing it out. Not really wing it out, but I do want to have that cat eye effect. Then I'm going to take the gold color that I pointed out and just use that from the center towards the front, but not necessarily towards the front completely, because I do want to add a bit of color to this. I really wanted it to be a colorful, happy look. I'm using the white color from that same palette and just caking that in. Then I'm going to take a color that I feel is sort of in between the two and use it on my lower lash line just to add a bit more interest to it. And then I'm touching up my inner corner highlight because I like my inner corners to glow to the gods. So now I'm going in with another knockoff product, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Eye Gel. I don't even know if I make this product, but I love using it as my eyeliner. Then I'm going in with my Urban Decay as well, another knockoff mascara, because I find that this mascara is absolutely amazing and it just cost me $1. I'm not big on mascara because I always wear false lashes, so I tend not to invest in that much, but I will do a separate video on this just to demonstrate to you how well it performs because this mascara kind of blew my mind. Then I'm going to go in with my lashes. These are falsies that I also found downtown, so they are knockoffs and they also cost $1. and I absolutely love them. So I've just laid them down, and now I'm brushing away my bakage because I think it's been more than enough time. If you are someone with dry skin like I am, you do not want to bake this long because it does tend to cake up, but this powder actually performed really well and didn't do that. So I'm just brushing that off, and I know it looks crazy right now, but this is what it's supposed to look like in order to give you that truly like glowing glow. But you'll see that as I brush it away and as I pat it in with like the foundation brush, it actually does start to sort of blend into my skin while still looking highlight. Now I'm taking a pinkish purplish color and going into the little fluffy brush and trying to use that as my blush, because I did want this look to be entirely from eyeshadow palettes, like to whatever extent I can. So I'm just laying it down with a small brush again and then using the bigger one to buff it away. And then I'm taking the highlighter color, the same one that I used in my inner corner highlight, and I'm going to use it as my strobing shadow. So I'm using it to strobe on top of my blush. I'm going to the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my temples. I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. So I am moving on to my brows, and I'm not going to show too much of this because I am in no way the brow professional, but I just fill them in and then highlight them with the exact same highlighter color. Then I'm going to pick between my knockoff lipsticks, which is the other video that is coming up on this channel this week. So I went to the color Icon, and I am absolutely obsessed with this color. I love the way it turned out. I think it matches it really prettily. There I'm showing you the packaging of the Huda Beauty knockoff liquid lipsticks, and I think it complements this look really well. So I'm just adding a bit of bling to the look, changing out the outfit, and voila! We have a full glam, absolutely fabulous result, and I really love this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this look. If you do recreate it, please tag me on my Instagram. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think as well, because I would love to hear your opinion on this. I paired it with a blazer because I just feel like it's so chic and sexy, so I really liked it, and I hope you did too. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.